Hey, squashers, wondering why I'm so red? That's because I've just finished doing the 2 drills that I'm about to show you in this video. Both require the sidewall, and no, they are not the side to side or the figure of 8s. In fact, the second drill that I'm going to show you is quite possibly the best drill that you can do on a squash court for your skill, your footwork, and your fitness. And it's a tough one, just as you'd expect. So, let's get started.
Drill 1, the double reverse angle. Let's start by having a look at its flight path. It hits the side wall, then the front wall near the middle of the width, side wall again, bounces, and then I make contact again. The second flight path follows more or less exactly the same, but this time I let it bounce twice. And, as you would expect, it's the same on the other side. This time though, you can see the point of contact with the ball. I've hit this one a little bit higher, bounces a bit higher again on the floor, side wall, front wall near the middle of the width, side wall, and then bounce and hit. This drill has a number of potential benefits. Firstly, it allows you to hit the ball hard and provide a general drill for power production. Personally, I don't use it to heat up the ball, but you could if you wanted to. Secondly, it helps you practice shots that are coming towards you from unusual angles. In most drills, the ball is moving from the front directly towards you. Taking the ball off the back wall can be difficult for some players because they don't get enough practice of hitting the ball when it's moving away from them. This drill is the middle ground between directly from the front wall and off the back wall. Thirdly, it can allow you to work on your preparation and hold, especially on the forehand. You can cover the point of contact with the ball with your body, making it harder for your opponent to read your shot. This drill, like the side to side and figure of 8, never occurs in a real match, but the skill required to control the ball is at the heart of this drill. It's also a good drill to reinforce the watch the ball hit your strings concept. One last thing I want to point out is that on the backhand, if you feel that you're adding side slice, that's fine. In fact, it's the best way to hit it. Let's look at 2 progressions. The first one simply requires you to stand further back and adjust the angle of your shot. Try to make the ball bounce in the service box. This is an interesting progression because it's easier to hit the ball but harder to be accurate, which is a fundamental element of all drills the further you get away from the front wall. The second progression is difficult, very difficult. Perform the drill on the volley. I found it easier on the forehand than the backhand, which is unusual for me. A compromise is to hit one shot from the bounce and then one on the volley. As you get better, try to hit more volleys than shots after the bounce, which, by the way, are called drives. Can you beat my record of 8 forehand volleys with no mistake? And finally, usage. So where and when should you use this drill? Well, drills like this are perfect for keeping the ball hot during routines where you alternate between power and control. Used in isolation, I would recommend between 1 to 2 minutes on each side, about twice a month. Use this drill to add some variety to your solo practice.
By the way, this drill is the key drill in the June Solo Routines membership. If you don't know what that is, check out the link in the text description. Come on, back to work.
Drill 2. Side to side boasts. Do not be fooled by what seems to be a very easy drill. This is the starting progression. Here's the flight path of the easy version. Side wall, front wall, side wall, bounce. Side wall, front wall, side wall, bounce, and back again. In my demonstration, I'm hitting the ball high and it's very easy to do, but when you see the progression in a moment, you will understand why it's so hard. You need to be incredibly accurate with your boasts. You need to hit and move with no delay. You need to be fit to do this for more than about 30 seconds. As I said, skill, footwork, and fitness. The version where the ball hits the sidewall before it bounces has two subversions, high and low. It is possible to hit the ball just below the service line and hit it hard enough so that it hits the sidewall before it bounces. After the initial version, the first progression is to make the ball bounce on the floor before it hits the sidewall on one side only. In this demonstration, I hit the forehand high and the backhand low. Swap the high and the low sides before trying the proper version. By the way, the proper version is both sides low. So let's look at the flight path in slow motion. First of all, sidewall, front wall, sidewall. This is the high. And then bounce, and then sidewall, front wall, bounce, sidewall, high, sidewall, front wall, sidewall, bounce, sidewall, front wall, bounce, sidewall, hit. So let's look at my attempt at the proper version, where the ball bounces on both sides before it hits the sidewall. I'm not flexible enough to get low and recover for the next shot. Without wanting to sound arrogant, I have the skill to control the ball, but not the fast footwork or the leg strength. Let's have a quick look at the flight path. I recommend doing this drill for between 30 to 60 seconds for 3 to 5 sets. Do that 2 or 3 times a month. It's essentially ghosting with a ball. I hope you enjoyed these drills. Let me know if you have any questions. And remember, do something every single day to improve your squash. See ya.